the presentation if it lets me. Oops. Just kidding.
You just hit share. I did that last week or today.
Okay, so everybody, in case you don't know, this is our stage. I'm going to show you what the LED backdrop looks like. It's so cool, but there are zones. There are how many zones, guys? 9. You can see right there. You can draw a picture and draw this picture on a blank piece of paper, on your script, just remembering it always, always, all right? For Belle, we will not be using the balconies except Belle at the very beginning. The bakery is on stage right and the bookshop is on stage left. And this is our backdrop. It's a video. I just took a screenshot of it. Can you see Beast Castle? It's going to be so cool. The fountain is going. It looks so fun. And the black bars are because we have 3 different LED screens back here, okay? So this is what it looks like, and these are our zones. So please write down or pause this video and copy an elaborate picture of it. These are what our icons look like. So find yourself. Not everybody is on this. This is for Monday Stars. Okay, all the icons are the same. So if someone else is Sausage Curl Girl, this is specifically Monday Stars, okay? We do not have a lady with a baby in this class, but she is necessary for the blocking. So we will have a different lady with a baby come and participate with us. If you are not on this page, it's because you are on this page. Okay, we don't have a shepherd boy or a butcher. We don't need a shepherd boy or a butcher, actually. We're doing it without one. But we do have Sophie. You are doubling as the butcher, but you still look like the milkmaid. And look how excited LeFou looks. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is what you guys need to remember. Sometimes I did write in your name, okay? I would like you guys to write in your zone. So remember, we start from stage right to go to stage left. We have 1, 2, 3. Again, the middle row starting at stage right, 4, 5, 6. Now the back row starting at stage right, 7, 8, 9. Those are our zones. I didn't write in the zones because it's just too much information. Write down this specific spot because this is what you are walking to. All right, so if I am Arrow, you will be waiting backstage right in wing 3 to go on. Right, so that's what I would write down during prologue, or not during prologue because you're the narrator during prologue, but after the prologue, you go to wing 3 stage right and you wait for your cue to come on. Okay, so everyone see where you are, make a little X on your invisible script or what you drew in, and that's where you're going to be walking to. After the prologue, no one is on stage except Belle. And if you can see little Belle, she is in balcony left and she sings. She comes out the door and she sings, waking up to say. By that time, 5 people have already gotten into their place. So Charlotte P, Charlotte H, Madison, Claire, and Gianna, your cue to come on is the second little people, or the second little. Little town full of little people, walking, walk into your spot, waking up to, now I'm in my spot. Gianna says, bonjour, 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 bonjour. Okay, now on, we're going by character names, okay? So I really hope you remember your character name, what you look like. Good. Now, Gianna is going to lead, because she's the aristocratic lady, you're gonna lead us in this direction. Okay, and everyone's going to follow. So Gianna's number 1, Claire is number 2, then Charlotte's number 3, Charlotte P is number 4, and the baker has the scene. So 1, 2, 3, 4, follow in this line. Okay, we will be meeting all our friends. Okay, so if you are Lady with a Cane, Lady with a Baby, Candleman, Hat Seller, Milkmaid, LeFou, or Bookseller, your cue is the last bonjour. Okay.
You just came in. You're this hat seller right here, right?
Yeah, welcome.
And then you're talking to Arrow, who's right next to you, okay? So
perfect. So what you're doing when you're standing on stage, do you remember what the background looked like? It's a normal town, okay? So back then, this was kind of our social life, okay? We went, traded some apples for a fish. Maybe we'll have a special fish dinner, or I need a couple apples to feed my horses, but you guys are all social. This is like the exciting thing that you do. During every morning, you wake up and you talk to your friends, okay? So we are silently talking because we can't be talking back on stage when it's not technically our line, but you are acting, you are socializing and having a really wonderful time, okay? So Gianna has led her line and she's walking in that direction. Waking up to say bonjour, bonjour. Everyone's walking to their place. So because Gianna has led her line, that is where her line is going to end up. So let's say Gianna, Claire, Charlotte, and Charlotte. Charlotte and who is the next one? Do you have any questions about where you're supposed to stand or how you're going to get there? Gianna, does that pattern make sense to you? That traffic pattern, thumbs up, perfect. Okay, so you're going to be ending up there, and therefore, lady with a cane and aristocratic lady, you're going to be socializing. You just have a new person to, oh, someone new. Now I'm going to tell you this town's gossip. So every morning, just the same since the morning that we came. So your cue, Gianna, after you say bonjour, the last bonjour, you're going to lead your line up. Okay, then the next part, good morning, Belle. Good morning, Monsieur. This is Charlotte P. Is that correct? She's going to be meeting Belle right in the middle. Okay, so do you guys remember what zone this is? Show me with your fingers if you know. 2. Izzy was the first one I saw that got it. Very good. They're going to meet in zone 2 and they're going to be talking. The bakery, do you remember where the bakery is? It's on stage right. That's why the baker's on stage right at the beginning of the show. And they do their whole scene. Meanwhile, we're going to have groups of 2. So Lady with a Cane is standing next to Aristocratic Lady because they have a duet coming up. Same thing with Lady with the Baby and Sausage Curl Girl and Candleman and Fishman. You guys have little duets coming up. So whenever we say, I've just finished the most wonderful story about a beanstalk and an ogre and a that's nice, Marie the Baguettes, that's your cue. Aristocratic Lady, Lady with the Cane, Lady with the Baby, Sausage Curl Girl, Fishman, and Candleman to start crossing downstage. Okay, so you can write your cue line and what you're supposed to do. And you're walking this direction. I'm gonna finish up talking about, okay, so you're walking this direction on Marie the Baguette's Hurry Up, okay? So everyone this is applicable to, write that down. Candleman, Fishman, Lady with the Baby, Sausage Curl Girl, Lady with the Cane, and Aristocratic Lady, okay? That's what direction you're going to be walking, and this is where you're gonna end up, okay? So Fishman, Candleman in zone 1, Lady with the Baby and Sausage Curl Girl, zone 2, Lady with the Cane and Aristocratic Lady, and zone 3. I'm sorry if I'm saying lady with a and then mixing up baby and cane. I'm gonna go back to everybody else, okay? So this is where we were before when the baker and Belle are talking. So this is about hat seller, eggman, milkmaid, LeFou, and bookseller. Okay, all of you, we have slightly different blocking because we are not going to the front to say our solos. This is the direction you will be headed. Okay, so if I'm hat seller, I'm gonna write, now it's no wonder that her name means beauty. That's my cue, and what do? I walk downstage into zone 2. Eggman, on now it's no wonder that her name means beauty, I'm going to cross and end up in zone 7. Milkmaid, end up in zone 5. LeFou, this is when you exit and you don't come back until your scene with Gaston. Yeah, we'll notice that Gaston is not on stage the whole beginning of the show, but LeFou is, okay? And bookseller, you actually stay there. So pretty exciting. Okay. This is where you're going to end up, you 4. So please write that down now. Again, we are recording this and putting this on YouTube. Gradually go to these positions and you end up at this position on the word, no denying she's a funny girl, that Belle. Okay, that's when you end up. So we are going to be socially taking our time, okay? So we're maybe looking around, there's a beautiful fountain to look at. So I'm gonna give you an example of a bad way to cross is I'm standing at my spot and I just walk and I end up at my spot. A good way to cross would be, let's say I'm holding something I'm walking and looking, or maybe I'm checking my shoes and I'm looking all around and I'm just acting and then walking, and now I've made it to my spot, okay? So hope you like that fancy example, just slowly making it there. All right, we know what these 6 girls are. Please raise your hand if you need me to slow down. This is when we have the duets, okay? Look, there she goes. That girl is strange, no question. Dazed and distracted, can't you tell? There's not dancing for that. It's you're just leaning over and you're gossiping, okay? Belle cannot take this superficial town. She does not like that people just talk about other people. It is annoying to her and not worth her time. So we're going to show her that we can be very egotistical, and look at the look of the aristocratic lady's face. Go for that. And we're leaning into the audience and including them in our gossip, okay? And then we have the next solo, because her head's up on some, or never part of any crowd, because her head's up on some cloud. Then remember, that's the first time we all sing together. No denying she's a funny girl, that Belle. And guess what? We've all made it to our spots. Okay, so this is a good time to take a screenshot or pause and make sure that you guys are in your specific numerical zone. And this is where we are. Okay, the next formation, lady with a baby is going to move, hat seller is going to move, and baker is going to move. That's it. Okay, so hat seller, I hope you wrote that down, and baker, I hope you wrote that down. This gradually we are going to move and end up right here. So we have the spot with solos. Bonjour, good day, how is your family? That's hat seller and sausage curl girl. You guys are right in zone 2, center stage. You're saying that to each other and having a really fun time saying that. I like these lines. The milkmaid walks down. Bonjour, good day, how is your wife? And we don't have a sausage or a shepherd boy in this class, but we'll have either sausage curl girl or lady with a cane add that line in last minute. So if she just says bonjour and how is your wife? Got it? Okay, then everybody that's in the front line, fishman, candleman, baker, hat seller, sausage curl girl, and milkmaid. On I need 6 eggs, that's too expensive. You are gonna get ready to exit wing 1, stage right. Okay, you're gonna all walk off stage led by fishman. So fishman's number 1, candleman's number 2, and so on, and you're gonna follow in a line, okay? It's really important. No cuts, no butts, no coconuts. And lady with a cane and aristocratic lady, stay there, say their solo lines. I need 6 eggs, that's too expensive.
Junie,
Okay?
what's up, Junie?
Arrow, she can't do Broadway Kids anymore because she doesn't have enough time.
Okay,
Oh no.
we're gonna worry about that later, okay? For now, we're gonna focus on
With the blocking that we have now, we can't change blocking right now, but hopefully we'll get someone in her place. Or she's candleman, right? And you're hat seller, or did I switch them?
I'm hat seller.
Perfect. So lady with the cane, aristocratic lady, stay on stage, everyone else exits. Bookseller, you're gonna get ready for your scene. Okay, similarly, the lady with the baby and Eggman, which for our class, Eggman, you're by yourself right now, you are going to get ready on that. I need 6 eggs. You're gonna start walking, exit wing 3, stage left. So by that time on There Must Be More Than This Provincial Life, everyone has exited their wing, okay? So please, that's a great time to write it down. What's your cue? Remember how I told you? What's your cue? There must be more than this provincial life. What do you do on the cue? You exit either wing 1, stage right, or you exit stage 3, wing 3, stage left. Okay. This is what's gonna happen backstage. So when you exit, this is what happens. Fishman, candleman, and baker walk in a line, and they're gonna go all the way back behind and wait in wing 3. And sausage curl girl, milkmaid, you're gonna lead your line and you're gonna get ready to enter again, eventually, from wing 2, stage right. Okay, am I going too fast for anyone? Remember, we're gonna have it recorded so you can watch this later and write it down. So everyone is off stage. You're waiting in your respective wings. And we have the entire bookseller and Belle scene. It's going to be so fun. After the scene at the end, but sir, I insist, well, thank you very much. You'll be leading your lines. If you guys don't cut each other and you just follow in your line 1, 2, 3, follow like little ducks, you will easily end in these spots. If you zigzag, you're gonna have to rearrange yourself. So no zigzagging right now. We enter in when we're in 2 lines. Thank you very much. And we walk into these places. Look, there she goes, a girl that's so peculiar. I wonder if she's feeling well, with a dreamy far-off look and her nose stuck in a book. What a puzzle to the rest of us is Belle. Then we all are gonna face upstage. Oh, no. Changing my mind, and I wrote it. All freeze in a pose. Okay, so hat seller is maybe lifting her hat, and Sausage Curl Girl is offering, say, would you like to buy some sausage? Oh, I love my hat, you should buy it. Okay, whatever your character talking to each other pose is, okay? And you freeze in that pose until, oh, isn't it amazing, or that's during Belle's solo, you're frozen. And on till chapter 3. Aristocratic Lady and Eggman will walk down stage and go into zone 1 on till chapter 3. So your cue is till chapter 3, you walk into zone 1. Hat seller, it's the same cue, you walk into zone 3. Okay. And that's where you'll be ending up. Now it's no wonder where her name means beauty. Her looks have got no parallel, but behind that fair facade, this is hat seller solo. Eggman, she's there by that point, very different from the rest of us. That's her solo. Her solo is very different from the rest of us. Then all of us sing, she's nothing like the rest of us. Yes, different from the rest of us is Belle. So by this point, Gaston and LeFou are getting ready to enter, and everybody is going to go out stage, away from the center. Yes, nothing like the rest of us. She's different from the rest of us is Belle. And gradually just walk away from the center. Good. So Gaston and LeFou, you're gonna enter zone 9. So, I'm touchscreen, guys, sorry. You're gonna enter from zone 9, and you're gonna come into zone 8, which is on the riser, okay? And you are going to have this heroic pose because you just finished your hunt, and LeFou is congratulating you and having, wow, you didn't miss a shot, Gaston. Everyone is away from the center, okay? If you forget and stand in the center, you're gonna be blocking the focal point of what's happening, and Gaston has to walk all the way down stage. He's gonna run you over. Okay, Gaston and LeFou's scene will be happening in zone 5, center stage. And the silly girls are gradually going to head behind Gaston, okay? So the silly girls, I circled you, Fishman, Sausage Curl Girl, Eggman. Eggman, you actually don't have to move at all. The girls are gonna come to you, but Fishman, Sausage Curl Girl, you're gonna travel behind. So that's why I have the arrow. So follow the arrow. And and Hat Seller, also at this point, no beast alive since it stands a chance against you. You're gonna go kind of up, replace Sausage Curl Girl. So please write this all down. You girls are traveling. And then this is Gaston's solo. He's still in zone 5. LeFou's just awing over him. He thinks he's wonderful. Gaston is enjoying singing. And he comes at the end of his solo. He kind of comes to check out Belle, but she is moving into zone 3. During Gaston's solo, Belle, you are sitting. So earlier in the slide, when it said you first sit down, just stay sitting that whole time. You're reading your book. Okay, so we've had, what changes just happened? So we had Sausage Curl Girl and Fishman, you're coming downstage to meet Eggman in zone 1, and Aristocratic Lady, you've kind of stepped away from them because the silly girls need to have their moment. So Aristocratic Lady kind of hangs out with the rest of the ladies, and we have 3 silly girls right there. Look there, he goes, isn't he dreamy? So Gaston and LeFou, you've changed, you're a little bit more downstage to kind of show off your poses. And you can make the decision if you want to know, like, hey, those girls are singing about me, or you have no idea and you're just living your normal life. It's your choice. And Belle is reading her book. Belle, you will have some traffic during this as well. You're going to be walking around, but I didn't necessarily put it in this slideshow. All right, the next part is our Bonjour Grapes, our really long epic finale of Belle. So everyone has been given a number according to what their solo is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One of the solos is not in this class. And if you are like number 1 also has, or number 2, Lady with a Cane, you have several solos in this, but I still kept you as number 2. Remember your number. So this is my solo for the end of Belle. This is my number. Okay. You will all be traveling in the direction according to your arrows. The most important is for Gaston and LeFou to get out of there, and you're gonna go back on the riser. Belle, kind of follow Gaston and LeFou. They don't know that they're following you. They've kind of lost you somehow. You're being hidden maybe by the hat seller and bookseller. And we're all gonna get gradually to this diagonal position, okay? The baker, since you're number 5, get ready. So hat seller and candleman and bookseller and eggman, you guys are still in this part, but I just took you out for a minute because I want to make a point. These are you guys. This is where you're going to end up, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, okay? So write it down now. If you're in, remember down the bottom is 1, 2, 3. The middle is 4, 5, 6. Okay. Look, there she goes, a girl but strange but special. This is when all of us are singing. All right, so that means that Eggman, you just walked up stage. That was your traffic pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, we're following that diagonal line and we're getting in a diagonal line according to our numbers. And candleman and hat seller and bookseller, follow your traffic patterns as well. This is where we're all singing at the end, nice and loud together. This is our next traffic pattern. We're going to be getting in 2 lines, and this is kind of fun. So please, I'm going to leave the screen here for you guys to write down where you're going. Again, this is going to be a video you're going to need to watch again and repeat. This is because she really is a funny girl. A beauty but a funny girl. We're getting ready to end. So this is where you're going to end up. So think of the easiest way is to think of the Belle finale as 3 parts. The first part is we have our 1 through 8 solos, and those guys just need to get in a diagonal line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the stage. The second part is to get in 2 lines, and the third part is to switch those lines. Second and third part are really easy, okay? Eve, do you have a question? Yeah, try to unmute yourself and see if it comes through. I might have to ask a question later because we are having difficulties.
I am coming, Eve. All right, what's up? Oh.
Am I supposed to be on the risers in that picture, or am I in front of the risers, or I can't really see what it's...
Yeah, either one is okay with me. It's going to depend on when we get to the theater and we see your height. If you are standing all can't be seen, I'm going to put you on the riser. Okay, but we have 2 lines, so I know this is kind of not drawn super scale, but everyone, Fishman, Sausage Girl, Milkmaid, Aristocratic Lady, Leader with Cane, and Leader with Baby, you're all in line 2. Eggman, Baker, Candleman, Hat Seller, Bookseller, you're in line 1. Because she really is a funny girl, a beauty but a funny girl. Then you're going to get ready to follow the arrows. Gaston and LeFou's position is you guys are going to walk all the way around in a very complicated way of looking, I'm looking for Belle. I took out these people just to make a point. Belle, you're going to be walking in a circle in a daze reading your book. All right, Thea. So at the end, you're just looking down, not running into anybody, hopefully reading your book. She really is a funny girl. We switch lines. Do you see that? All you've done is walk forward or backwards. Super easy. Belle. Ta-da, ta-da-da. And Gaston, you've ended up right there in zone 3, and Belle's right in the middle. We're gonna get and do a little slight bit of choreography once we are finally in the theater. And as soon as the ending, the applause happens, then we walk in a circle around her, throughout her, creating traffic patterns. So she is just in awe by how crazy this crazy provincial town is. And Gaston, you will stay right there because Belle, after the scene, she's walking into her cottage back home to visit her father, and you are in her way. So that's why she says, "You're out, get out of my way, Gaston." All right, dun da da da, empty stage. So that is our wonderful, wonderful blocking. So this is for Monday Stars because Monday Stars is a different past rubric. So I think that will be a good recording for Monday Stars to come and watch that again. Do you want to end the recording or shall we?
I'm gonna hit